Velocity TV begins now.
Let her dig!
Well, it's obviously freezing all over three-quarters of this country right now, and I can tell you here at the Full Velocity TV headquarters, it is absolutely frozen up here, but we're ready to lighten up your screen. It is going to be a hot night of racing. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Full Velocity TV here live tonight at the Knoxville Raceway, Knoxville, Iowa. It is another round of Dirt Warrior Racing DWR Wednesday night street fights here live this evening off the pride and glory prestige of going to Victory Lane. Non-points racing here every week, every Wednesday night. You can expect to find us here, hang out with our buddies over here at DWR. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the show. Phil LaCasse here, along with Todd Stanton, sitting alongside here once again in the Full Velocity TV headquarters up here in Mount Upton, New York. We're live tonight here, Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Thanks to all you guys tuning in. We're going to have a great night here, Todd, and we have a really stellar car count here. This edition of Wednesday Night Street Fights should definitely live up to the billing.
Yeah, definitely been waiting for this here Wednesday night. It's got to be something to cure this coldness up here in the Northeast. I tell you what, negative 30 degrees with the wind chill factor. We had 35-mile-an-hour winds today. I know when I got up and went to work this morning, it was negative 8 out. So it was a fantastic start to my morning. But it's real warm inside here, Full Velocity headquarters, and outside it's bitter cold. But we got some heat to go out under the track here tonight for the Knoxville Raceway DWR Wednesday night street fights at Knoxville. So this is going to be a fantastic show, guys. Thanks for all tuning in here on Full Velocity TV.
Yeah, it is going to be an awesome night here for these guys as we're getting ready to click over into race mode here. Going to be a 60-lap feature event here tonight at the legendary Knoxville Raceway. All the best of the best we expect here each and every week for the guys at Dirt Warrior Racing. Going to have you live, a full display, a really good solid car count we have in the field again this evening as cars, I believe, here just getting through. I'm not sure if they're still in a qualifying session or a practice or whatever it is. We're just going to wait over here till they click over to race mode before we go into tonight's starting lineup. But want to thank our sponsors out there, of course. Got to thank the guys over here at Evil One Graphics here. Jim Revis, all the gang over here. Evil One Graphics are not only good, they are evil. Also a shout out to the guys over at DirtSeries.com. We'll be back with them tomorrow night with the first running of the Indoor Nationals here with the limited late models tomorrow night. That's going to be great. DirtSeries.com, great league. Check those guys out as well. Also a shout out now to my two-time winner in NR 2003, our buddy Brendan Spadafora from SpadaforaFirearms.com. Looking to purchase a new firearm or, you know, expand on an existing one, ammo, accessories, whatever you may need, check out his website now, SpadaforaFirearms.com. Also going to thank the gang over at CNC Racing Design. They do a lot of great things for us, too. Jameson Colbridge looked those guys up, needed really good iRacing wrap, CNC Racing Designs. And also going to give a shout-out to Jeff Brown over iRacing iFlag. Great product there. Check him out. iRacingIFlag.com is where you can find that. So we're getting set, ready to go here. Just waiting to click over to race mode. But I guess, Todd, before we do that, I guess we can throw this thing trackside, honor this great country, United States of America, and the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Go.
Man, that national anthem gets me every single time. 95, soon to be 96-year-old John Tuffy Stardust rendition of the national anthem. I know we keep promising to upgrade that because, let's face it, he's kind of lost a key or a tone or whatever it may be, a pitch. But it may not be as good as it once used to, but John Tuffy Stardust still belting it out for us, and we appreciate that in a big way here live on Full Velocity TV. So we're just still waiting over here for these guys at DWR to get things clicked over into race mode as they can hear us. We are ready to go. We are communicating through behind the scenes here. I would normally do things through in-game chat and behind-the-scenes chat, whatnot, through a social media platform or whatever else, but I'm sitting here alongside of the headquarters tonight, so I'm relegated to a phone communication with these guys and hoping they can hear the sound of my voice. We are ready to go for a 60-lap feature event, as they do here each and every week at DWR. It is a pill draw that determines your starting lineup, so they go out there through qualifying mode and practice and whatnot, and they go out and take a mock green flag. They get themselves into proper restart alignment, and that'll take them about 2 or 3 laps, and we'll set these guys loose for the official main event distance here tonight. And you got some really great names in the field this week. You look through the lineup here, of course, you got guys like Jim Revis, who picked up the win here last week, finally taking down a win here on Wednesday Night Street Fights. He's going to have to start deep in the field here tonight. You got names like, let's see who we got up here. you've got named Ryan Bronson. He's been really good. He's going to start deep in the field. Rocky Battenfield's going to be deep in the field here tonight aboard the 97 car. Just a list of the guys you want to look for. Jason Salter's 10 car. E.J. Jones. Those guys are going to start mid-pack here tonight. So we'll look forward to that here in a couple of seconds. As soon as we get this thing forward, we'll fire up that widget there, and we'll get ready to go racing. Here, 60 laps around the Knoxville Raceway, but we'll pause here for a brief minute here as these guys get all clicked over. We'll be right back here, Full Velocity TV, with a quick word from the guys at Evil One Graphics.
Don't say I didn't warn you. I know things no one knows.
Evil One Graphics specializes in iRacing wraps, promo ads, and banners for all your sim racing needs. From a new custom look on the track to a new look for your site, E1G is your place. Want to promote a special event or series for your league? E1G can make that custom promo ad you're looking for. With attention to high detail, great service, and reasonable prices, E1G is here to serve you. Evil One Graphics, they're not only good, they're evil.
All right, there you go. Evil One Graphics, guys. Contact Jim Revis now. Get yourself a nice-looking, fresh new ride out there. Check out his Facebook page, Evil One Graphics. There's been a lot of great paints coming out of there in the last couple of weeks. A lot of them here on display at DWR here tonight. So we're getting set to go. Looks like the cars are getting out to the grid here for their 60-lap main event. So what do you think, Todd? We dive into tonight's starting lineup. All right, here you have it. Here is your starting lineup. These guys are going to pull out here. This is the way they're going to be after the pill draw here this evening. On the pole is going to be car number 23. That is Lon Franks to his outside. The 61 is Josh Peacock. In the second row, car number 3 on the inside. That is Barrett Bishop with the 115. Matt LeBlanc alongside. Next row back aboard on the inside in car number 1. Who is the 1 car? Alex Brewer aboard car number 1 there. And the 91 rolls off on the outside. That is Tyson Pankow. In row number 4, the number 20 car is Greg Turberville. The 010, Casey Brunson, rolls off on the outside of the 4th row. In row number 5, we find number 84 to the inside. The natural one, E.J. Jones on the inside. Along on the outside, car number 12. That's Eric Eidstadt. In the 6th row, inside, we find car number 10. That is Jason Salter. And to his outside, aboard car number 14, that is R.J. Klein. In row number 7, we find car number 07. That is Justin Pruitt with the 00 car of Michael Whitlock alongside. The 111 here tonight is... Help me out. 111. Kyle Moyer in the 111. He's flanked by the 11 car of... Who's the 11? Trey Jones in car number 11. I should have known that one here as I'm way back from the screen. Rolling off the next row, the number 97 car, Big Monkey. Rocky Battenfield, new nickname there. Big Monkey. Rocky, yeah. Hope you're listening. Car number 27 along on the outside. That's Dan Crossett. The number 6 will start next of Ryan Bronson. The 009 is... Give me that one. Lonnie Baker. Aboard the 009. He'll start there from position number 18. Next row back in the 44. Is that Tyler Blankenship in the 44?
Charlie Harrell.
Oh, it's Head Start Charlie Harrell. Never mind. Sorry about that, Charlie. I should have known that one there. And on the outside of that, the 01, that is Daniel Price. And the next to flash throw, the 42 car is that Matt Everett in the 42? Bet I'm wrong on that one. Glenn Irwin of the 42. Jim Revis on the 21, and then the 02. Who the 02? Is that Matt Everts? I believe so.
Marcus Brown.
Who's that?
Marcus Brown in the 02.
Marcus Brown in the 02. See, I'm sitting here about 6 feet off the screen at an angle. Can't see the entire lineup here. Did a lot of that one by memory from DWR every week, but we'll get these new names and new numbers out. There's great new names coming in here to DWR. We're really thrilled to have these guys aboard, and I'll get my stuff together, I promise. Here's so we're doing this on the home base, a little off kilter for myself. Todd's in his nice comfy chair with all the camera angles and the buttons all at his control, and really cool to see all the widgets he can bring you guys in a night after night. All right, so maybe not the most comfy chair, but he's here, he's in it, he's going to give you all the great looks as he does night after night here live on Full Velocity TV. So the featured distance here tonight, 60 laps. It is going to read as 65 on your screen, and the reason why is they've taken their mock green flag. They're now getting themselves into their restart alignment here by way of the pill draw. Usually takes these guys about 2 to 3 laps unless they pull something out of their hat on us. So for the race purposes, we'll call it a 65-lap distance around here at the legendary Knoxville Speedway, which in one of these big full-body street stocks there, Todd, you're thinking 24, 25 seconds a lap. It almost takes like a feel of like we're getting here to Daytona Speed Weeks. This one almost feels like a super speedway type of feel. It's a big race feel tonight here in Knoxville.
Yeah, definitely a big race feel here tonight in Knoxville. Is Lon Franks and Josh Peacock. That is your front row. Then you got Barrett Bishop, Matt LeBlanc in the 115 machine. So a lot of newcomers here tonight to DWR that we're not accustomed to seeing here every week. So we have some new guys in the field here in Knoxville. It's going to be interesting to see how this is going to play out. A lot of times the cushion is the place to be, but we've seen a lot of sliders here over the weeks at Knoxville that we've been racing. We've seen a lot of guys run that top shelf of the speedway. A lot of heavy hitters. We've coined E.J. Jones, the natural one here tonight. That is number 84. So keep an eye out on the natural one, E.J. Jones. He's going to do a fantastic job probably coming through this field, as he's won a lot of these races, and he's been the guy to watch in the street stock division, whatever league you go to. But you cannot count out anybody here at DWR, because anybody can win on any given night. Lon Franks, Jim Revis, Barrett Bishop strong, Greg Tuberville, Eric Eichstead. Can't count out Jason Salter, Racing Jason. He's always up towards the front of the field. So we're getting ready to go green flag racing here in a moment. The field is restacked. It is repacked. And we are in their lineup, so we're just waiting for that green flag to come out.
Yeah, and you got to like that starting position. How about the pill draw for Lon Franks, putting him up to the pole? Lon's won a couple of races this year, but the last couple of weeks has really been falling through some issues here. Either really not of his own doing, gets caught up in some stuff, some damaged race cars, and sometimes in racing you just kind of get unlucky, and that's what the 23 car has been here at DWR over the last couple of weeks. But you got to like that starting position there on the pole. The 61 car alongside Josh Peacock. He's showing some great speed here. Barrett Bishop on the inside of number 2. We're green flag racing here in Knoxville. Starter throws the green flag. Lon Frank's going to pull the field out with 2 car lengths in turn 1.
Yeah, finally green flag in the air, and Josh Peacock up on the top shelf for the speedway. He's left out to dry this momentarily as Barrett Bishop dives down to the bottom side by side battle for that second spot. Bishop down on the bottom side, and he's going to wrestle that away from Josh Peacock. He's going to slide up in front of the 61 machine, put Josh Peacock back to that third spot.
Yeah, and absolutely. And I think back here to a couple days ago, Todd, we saw these same cars here Sunday night here, street stocks at Knoxville. These guys, they were open setup. Well, this is fixed setup racing here tonight. But what I recollect of that, the racetrack really stayed with a really good 2-wide field early. These guys able to get it side by side for quite a while. I wonder how this thing will fare now as we've gone through qualifying, through practice, and now fixed setups. I wonder how to see how this racetrack is going to transition out over the course of the night. It's still Lon Franks with a 2-car length lead over Barrett Bishop, who's looking down low. Right now, looks like the racetrack really has a lot of grip in both sides, both lanes.
Yeah, definitely, Phil. It's an open setup league, though. I want to let you know that one is open setup on Wednesday and Sunday nights. These guys have full tune of their setup here this evening, and that's why you'll see some of these guys starting to pull away from one another. Fixed setup, you would see them a lot tighter than they are right now, but we've seen them run a fixed setup before on many leagues that we have broadcasted here in Knoxville as of late. Usually that's the way of the land, but at DWR, they're always open setups.
All right, well, I'm glad you fixed that one for me, because I've been calling Wednesday night fixed setups for, about a season and a half. So if I'm wrong, kick me in the junk. We're all good on that one. But it's still Lon Franks up front. Barrett Bishop in for 2. Josh Peacock running in that 3rd spot. You find Alex Brewer's number 1 car. He is up into 4th. Keep an eye on the 1 car. He showed some really good speed here at Knoxville Sunday night as well. So no surprise to see him with a good starting spot now up in that 4th spot. But Lon Franks with that prime real estate starting off on the pole. He's been our leader here for the first 10 laps off of turn 4 this time. We'll put an even 10 of 65 on the board.
Yeah, taking a look back at Alex Brewer in that number 1 machine, already challenging Josh Peacock for that 3rd spot. E.J. Jones, the natural one, up to 5th already. He's getting around Tyson Pankow in that number 91 machine. He's starting to slip through the field. And look who's coming through the field. Greg Tuberville, after that heartbreak on that, I believe that was Sunday night, the heartbreak for that number 20 machine. Hate to bring it back up, but he is starting to come through the field once again in that number 20 machine. So Greg Tuberville was looking like he was going to win the race, led 51 to 60 laps. Just went away on the number 20 machine. So Tuberville having a good run here early on in the going, running in that 6th spot behind the natural one, E.J. Jones.
Yeah, and if there's a guy who's been on a surge here at DWR through the last 2 months, it is certainly car number 20 of Greg Tuberville. Keep an eye on him as he starts working his way up through the field there. You got Tyson Pankow's 91 car back there as well, but good side-by-side battle there starting. E.J. Jones there in the 84 running the low side of the speedway as he's trying to find room down there. Is that on the number... That's a 10 car of Jason Salter starting to make his way up through the field there in the inside. Pankow up high, Salter down low. Good racing there on back, and that's a gaggle of race cars there. 4, 5, 6 cars under a blanket there as they head toward turn 1.
Yeah, definitely having a good race here throughout the top 10, I should say, as Tuberville gets a tad bit loose there, almost 3 wide racing down the straightaway here. It is 3 wide down in the corner. It is Tyson Pankow on the outside. Here comes R.J. Klein, the number 10, and racing Jason Salter down to the bottom side. 3 wide down the front straightaway.
3 wide down the front stretch. That's a cool picture, and I love that 14 car of R.J. Klein. Looks like the aliens may have tried to grab him right there. That almost reminds you of the old school DW Mountain Dew paint scheme back in the day with that white and that green. That is a really cool looking car. R.J. Klein rocking that scheme out there in the number 14. They make clear at Pankow. Now they stay side by side. Racing Jason Salter down low. R.J. Klein up high. That's racing for the 7th spot there in turn 1.
Yeah, fantastic racing going on throughout the field here. Racing Jason Salter down on the bottom side. R.J. Klein up chop there, trying to hold off Racing Jason, and he has been able to do so far. Eric Eichstedt now diving down to the bottom, but meanwhile, back up front, it is still Lon Franks with a 5-car length advantage over the number 3 of Bear Bishop, and he has heavy fire from the number 61 of Josh Peacock. Peacock has reeled back in that number 3 machine, peeking down to the bottom side there. That is the number 61 machine. Is Bear Bishop doing that little blinky. Hopefully the aliens don't ruin his night in that number 3 machine. But the number 1 of Alex Brewer running in 4th and 5th right now is E.J. Jones.
E.J. Jones up in the top 5, all chasing Lon Franks, but just kind of observing the way these guys are running, Todd. Everybody middle to high groove of the racetrack. Is there anything down there in the inside lane? So far, we're seeing guys try to go down there. Nobody able to make time. Is that a product of the racetrack surface, or these guys dialed into a setup, or maybe a combination of both?
Yeah, they're going to dial their setup in where the track normally goes, and that's to the top shelf of the speedway. Though you'll start to see some guys work to the bottom side because they have to go where somebody else isn't in order to pass them. That's pretty obvious out there. And you'll see those guys towards the end of the race start trying different moves to try to get to the front of the field, and that's what these guys are going to do here in Knoxville. As of right now, look at E.J. Jones. He's working over about the middle groove, middle to low for the number 84 machine. It's going to be rather difficult to get that bite down there.
Yeah, it looks like it. You see the 61 car keep peeking down low under the 3 of Barrett Bishop there, racing for that 2nd spot, and Barrett keeps it peaked up high. Barrett's always a car who's always really good up in the high lane, but you can see Josh searching for a little bit more down low. Just right now not there. We know the 3 car is fast. He's now going to take it to Lon Franks as he's pulled right up to the back bumper. 3 car going to now look low. He'll pull back in line, but does Barrett Bishop have the first real challenge at Lon Franks, who has led the majority? He's led the entire race here for the opening 20 laps.
Yeah, Lon Franks has led most of the race here so far, but Barrett Bishop right there on the rear bumper, knocking on the door in that number 3 machine. Josh Peacock right there. These guys all starting to reel each other in. Number 1 machine of Alex Brewer right there. We're going to have our first yellow flag, and that's going to change the complexion of this race here tonight. First yellow flag out there on the speedway. All
right, yellow flag number 1 of the night here live on Full Velocity TV. Love you guys all tuning in tonight here. Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch TV, all this doing well in a great way. Appreciate all the support you guys give us here. All the love we get night after night here live on Full Velocity TV. How about a push for star donations, guys? I haven't did that in a little while. Stars donations. I hope I sound good behind this microphone because I really like it. It looks cool. I love the way it sounds in my voice, hearing it on the playback. Hope you guys do too. I'd like to grab one here. Get on my team here. Help me out. Stars donations. Let me get one of these at home base when I get back there next week, and let me sound like I'm almost an intelligent race car announcer. But that's a hard hit there in turn number 3, Todd, and I'll let you take that back to the replay, but it looks like one car just got loose off the wall and set off a chain event there going on behind. Maybe it's a single car accident through the corner.
Yeah, definitely a single car accident. That's number 27, Daniel Crossett. In the 27 machine, it gets all kinds out of shape. Almost looks like the wheel came off the steering wheel. I've had that happen before. Or the wheels come off the quick release kind of ordeal. I've also seen it come off the desk here at my local shop too, so I've had it fall in my lap. That's what it looked like there for Daniel Crossett. Maybe that didn't happen. Maybe he was just fighting a really, really bad loose condition and tried to save it. But he head first into that wall and lots of damage. You can see the radiator, and that's never a good sign.
If I had a dime for every time that on these dirt tracks that I yanked the wheel off a desk, you probably wouldn't be hearing me talk right now. I'd probably be sitting on an island in a tropical paradise at probably about 65 degrees today, but probably with some kind of cold beverage in my hand and really relaxing. You guys probably never hear from me again. But yeah, that's a tough break for Dan Crossett. And he'll probably be out there in Facebook Live chat here in a minute if he's pulled that thing behind the wall. But certainly a tough break. But thankfully enough, single car incident here keeps us going here live on Full Velocity TV. 23 laps of 65 on the board as they hit into turn number 3 and 4. iRacing.com Pace Truck's going to make that dive for cover onto pit road. And they're going to put the starter back with the green flag up in the air. Green out on the field. Lon Frank's going to go back to it. He leads the field to turn 1, but now you got the 1 car of Alex Brewer. He's down to the bottom side of the racetrack.
Not sure where Bear Bishop wanting the number 3 machine. Looks like he may have that connection issue. That pesky aliens have abducted the number 3, I believe. Barrett Bishop is the 23 of Lon Frank's your current race leader. The 61 of Josh Peacock. Now in that second spot, the 84 of E.J. Jones, the natural one, up to 3rd. 4th is Alex Brewer, and 5th right now, 14 of R.J. Klein.
R.J. Klein having a great run, but it shows we talked about that inside lane. Alex Brewer tried it. There on the restart, was up to 2nd, and he free-falled all the way back here, now battling for his life. For the 4th spot down low, R.J. Klein got that 14 rolling up high. Look at the momentum, the steam that car carries off the corner. Alex is going to surrender another position back there. I believe he's at the 10 car, Jason Salter, that may have grabbed that position there.
And Jason Salter down on the bottom side there of Greg Tuberville. Tuberville right now in 6th. Racing Jason Salter dives down to the bottom side there momentarily. His run has been extinguished there on that number 10 machine. But here comes E.J. Jones. Jones looking to the inside. He's trying to get around Josh Peacock. That mount is not going anywhere as of right now. And that number 84 machine is just right now stuck behind the 61 of Josh Peacock.
Yeah, he's stuck there, but you know who's not stuck, and that's R.J. Klein's number 14. He keeps diving down to the inside as well. We have a battle for the 3rd spot here into turn number 3. E.J. Jones, number 84, the 14 car of R.J. Klein. That's a good race for 3rd. Up front still Lon Franks. He's got a mirror full of a 61 car of Josh Peacock. Do they have mirrors in these street stocks? I don't even know if my rigs. I've never been in one of these cars, but if they have one, Lon can certainly feel the 61 car there.
Yeah, unfortunately, they have mirrors in these 3 stocks. They have mirrors in all the dirt cars. That's something that's not in the rules here around our local tracks. I know some of the tracks may have mirrors, but as far as I've known dirt racing, they don't have mirrors. But iRacing.com has mirrors in their cars. That's one of those things that maybe eventually they will fix. Maybe they're just doing it to make the racing just a tad bit cleaner, is that you're able to see who's right there directly behind them. But that also starts the blocking on dirt. But right now, the 61 of Josh Peacock is right there on the 23 of Lon Franks. Dives down to the bottom side, tries to pull up alongside of him. Coming off the corner down the front straightaway here, as they flash by that start-finish line, as lap 30 going to go up on the board.
30 of 65 on the board. Lon Franks now having to hold off a challenge to Josh Peacock, who's going to slide up the hill. Don't have room to complete that pass there. That almost ended wrong for the 23 car. Josh lifted, but he's going to go back 2 here on the inside through 3 and 4. Does he have that move to make? Answer right now, the word is no. With that move down low, he may lose the 2nd spot to E.J. Jones, who's finds himself up high now as they hit 3.
Yeah, E.J. Jones on the top shelf of the Speedway. Peacock down on the bottom side-by-side battle for that 2nd spot. R.J. Klein trying to push the 84 up in front of the number 61 machine, still clean and green through the corner. But put E.J. Jones, the natural one, up to that 2nd spot. The number 14 of R.J. Klein running 3rd. Now Josh Peacock just free-falling through the field in that 61 machine.
Yeah, and if I'm that 61 car, I don't think I want to go near the inside lane again all night long. I don't think he will make that pass clean. He may have to put that one in the bank, as now he's back there for 4th, and he may lose even more back there, as I believe that's Greg Tuberville up high now around that number 61 car. You look back there, you find Racing Jason Salter back there as well. So that bottom line, Josh going to have to find his way back up on the top of the shelf of the racetrack. He does so, but he's lost now 4, maybe 5 positions that are up front. Lon Franks has to take on a new challenger, and that is a familiar foe, Carver 84 of E.J. Jones. How many times has we seen E.J. here in Victory Lane so far in 2019? He's up to second, but look at R.J. Klein having one of his strongest runs of the year. That 14 car is third, and I think, arguably right now, Todd, he may be the fastest car out here in Knoxville.
Yeah, right now, R.J. Klein in that 14 machine last time by 13.882 to E.J. Jones 13.862. So a tad slower than the number 84 machine. But Lon Franks is indeed so far the fastest here, but that's only one lap. It's a combination of many laps here that's allowing these guys to catch the number 23 of Lon Franks. E.J. Jones now back down to the bottom side, down the front straightaway, flashing by that start-finish line, 35 laps up on the board of 65. So 30 laps to go here at Knoxville Raceway. And it's rather early still, but here comes R.J. Klein. Look at R.J. Klein looking to the bottom side there in that number 14 machine as he comes down into turn number 3.
I just think it's going to be so tough to pass down there without making some kind of a, if not just innocent contact. I think you're going to need something to disrupt that car up high to complete that pass. I'm not sure it's there tonight, but E.J. Jones is going to try it now. He's to the inside of Lon Franks off the exit of turn 2. They drag race down the back straightaway. 84 down low, Lon up high. He's held off all comers so far. Into turn number 3, 84 dives it in low. Can he make it stick? I think the answer may be yes. As they exit 4, here goes 23 back up high. I thought EJ had the spot there. Maybe not. Inside, still going to fight back though. Here comes EJ. He's going to try to slide it off a 2, and this time he may make that pass.
Looks like he was going to be able to make the pass there momentarily, but Lon Franks fighting back on the outside, and the number 23 machine. Here comes R.J. Klein also into the fray here. Maybe split the difference, go up through the middle of these two cars. E.J. Jones right now working over the bottom, and that's pretty good for the number 84 machine. Catfish in the bottom. There is a side-by-side battle there for the top spot. E.J. Jones, number 23 of Lon Franks, he's firing back on the outside once again. Side-by-side battle down the back straightaway here into turn number 3.
This is a great 3-car race for the lead, but 2 words come to mind watching this. Class and respect. These guys are showing all the respect in the world right now. EJ could have easily driven up the hill there and probably put Lon on the wall or used him up or whatnot, but these guys, classy race car drivers, respectful bunch, clean as a whistle. This is what Dirt Warrior Racing is all about, and you guys are seeing it live on full display here tonight here on Full Velocity TV. But it is now the 84 of EJ Jones able to complete that pass. That's going to open the door for the 14 of RJ Klein to take it to the 23 car of Lon Franks. Lon going to stay there to the outside. Here comes RJ down low the 14. That's a really good solid run for that 14 car.
Yeah, Lon Franks definitely sticking with something that he used and has been working for him all the race long. Not really working for the number 23 machine, able to keep the 14 at bay. With 84 of EJ Jones is working over the bottom side of the speedway and just starting to pull away. Racing Jason Salter also saw what EJ Jones has done. Jason Salter up to 4th, and Eric Eichstad, look at him go.
Wow.
The number 12 machine already up to 5th.
Yeah, he certainly is. Good run for the 12 car. I looked up like that looks like the 10. Then I see that blue hood behind. They're like, wow, that's Eric Eichstad's 12 car for the top 5. Great run going on for Eric as he's going to come off of turn number 2 down to the low side of the 10 car of Jason Salter. They almost pull up door-to-door racing for the 4th spot. Eric trying to find it down low. Salter up high. Usually the 10 car I'm talking about going down low. A little bit of a role reversal here, but these guys really going at it. 2 of the good ones over here at DWR. Of course, those 2 guys, Jim Revis, they own the place. They do a great job taking care of the joint, and they're right there mixed up in a really good battle. So far clean, and we're missing Jim Revis out there. Last week's winner, Todd, I believe Jim Revis still sitting outside the top 10.
Yeah, just barely outside the top 10. In the 11th is the number 21 of Jim Revis. You know who we haven't heard about either? Big Monkey. Big Monkey running 14th. The 97 of Rocky Battenfield. We haven't mentioned a lot about him. Even Tyson Pankow, he's outside the top 10 already. He was running up in the top 5 there for a little bit. Tyson Pankow back to 12th.
Yeah, that's a tough break for Tyson. It's Bubba had a really good run going on here Sunday night. Looks like set up a little bit off here tonight with different track conditions, but that race for 4th really going on there now is Eichstad down to the low side of Jason Salter. They're starting to trade a little bit of paint there for that battle for the 4th spot. Up front, though, look at that gap now for our current race leader, the 84 car of E.J. Jones, opening up a little bit up front. Lon Frank still able to hold on to that 2nd spot over R.J. Klein as we go on board in car with the 14 car of R.J. Klein. What's an awesome look right there. that is a cool view watching those guys go at it. They race up for the lead in turn 3.
Yeah, EJ Jones right there, just moving under lap traffic, flashing by. I'm not sure what car that was. I believe that might have been the 0110 machine. Just looking at the speeds that he's gone through. It says he started 21st. We know that's not true as they line up by pill draw. He did start outside the. I believe he started right around 10th position. It might be further back there in 84. Phil's going to look there as he's got all that paperwork right there directly in front of him. But right now, first, he's led 8 laps here tonight and just motoring around the Knoxville Raceway. It's nice to see what kind of grooves that these guys taking. Man, EJ Jones, that's why we coined him the natural one here tonight. He's just making it look so natural.
He certainly is. But EJ Jones, he started in that 9th position here tonight aboard the 84 alongside Eric Eichstadt in that 5th row. Eric now also in the top 5, but EJ has come to the front. Lon Frank started on the pole. Well, he led a lot of the laps here, but he's currently running 2nd as caution flag on the speedway. Caution on lap number 47 of 65, so under 20 laps to go. We have our 2nd caution flag of the night.
Yeah, looking down to see who maybe have caused the yellow flag. I believe it might have been between, we'll see. No, I don't, not 100% positive who that was on. Maybe we'll take a look back and see what Mr. Justin Pruitt was doing here. Maybe he was the bystander here. Or did he see something? I don't think I see anything out there. Definitely do not see anything there, Phil. Is not sure. Might have been one of those incidents where the aliens abducted somebody, took them away, and they landed in the middle of the track and then quickly were taken away again. So, not sure what happened. Is to bring out this in the most recent yellow flag.
Yeah, I don't see it here as you're clicking around either. I don't know what the heck happened out there, but we have an update. Did Barrett Bishop actually get kidnapped here? They let Barrett back because I know he's a guy of few words, but I'm not sure what kind of information the aliens will get out of him. Did we get the 3 car back on the racetrack?
Yeah, we did. He's running 16th as Barrett Bishop, so he's back there with Michael Whitlock, Glenn Irwin, Trey Jones, Marcus Brown. You know, like I said, Big Monkey's back there in 13th now. He's already caught Jim Revis there in the number 21 machine, so we'll see what happens there as this field is restacking and repacking. iRacing.com pace truck here this evening at Knoxville Raceway. Our lights are extinguished atop that machine, so we're going to go get ready to be going back to green flag racing here in just a moment.
Yeah, and I was doing a little bit of behind-the-scenes negotiating with the wife. Checked in. I said hello. I said I'm on the air. I love this microphone we've been talking about that Todd has. And I said, honey, I want one. And I got left on red. So we'll keep negotiating there. I'm really working on this. And if I could tell her I got a lot of help from my buddies out there on Facebook Live, some Stars donations, that may take the heat off me as well. So I'm begging and pleading, guys, here. I want that new microphone. But off of turn number 4, green flag going to go on the air. 15 laps remaining here at Knoxville. EJ Jones going to lead Lon Franks and now RJ Klein into turn number 1 and 2. Look of a 10 car of Jason Salter making a little bit of contact down there. Looks like Racing Jason may lose a couple of spots there as he shifted up high as they hit turn 3.
Yeah, definitely good racing going on there. 3 wide battling going on. The number 12, Eric Eichstadt, up on the top shelf of the speedway, trying to make that work. Oh, he splits the difference right up through the middle. Man, he had just, you could fit a piece of paper between those guys. As now he's up through the middle, Eric Eichstadt. He's got classes out there. 101 with Eric Eichstadt. I tell you what, he can tell you how to pull a slider in that number 12 machine. Now I'm willing to bet you he could teach you how to go up through the middle just like that, Phil.
Well, maybe I need to take that lesson. But if I see a little bit of damage to the right front of Jason Salter, so I'm not sure there was contact there or not, but I think that right front tire may say a little bit different. Eric Eichstadt on the move aboard car number 12, put him up now. What is that, position 3? There for car number 12. They try to chase down race leader EJ Jones up front. Lon Franks there in for second. But that 12 car, he is on the rise. Eric Eichstadt up to third. The battle is side by side for the 4th spot between RJ Klein's number 14 and Racing Jason Salter down low. We have 2 wide behind them. 2 wide all around here, but up front, it is still the 84 car on the back chute.
Yeah, the 84 of EJ Jones, the natural one, Lon Franks. Number 12 of Eric Eichstadt. Here comes Racing Jason Salter down to the bottom side there of the 14 of RJ Klein. And put Salter back to the 4th spot. He wrestles away from RJ Klein. 3 wide battling. Look at Ryan Bronson coming up through the field, Phil. And I can see that car. I can see it coming. We've already coined that. I love that car, that Speedway car. But you could definitely see that car coming. And he's right now fighting for that 6th spot.
And you know what pops out of me here looking at it on your system versus mine? that paint job really shines with this nice new car you got in here. So that 6 car on the rise. Really good to see Ryan Bronson. He's really had some good speed lately. Good to see him putting a good run here late in the going. Up there competing for what could be a potential top 5 finish. He now takes it to the 14 car of RJ Klein. Ryan Bronson, he is on the move in car number 6, but they are running out of laps here now. 10 laps remaining around this half mile Knoxville Raceway. EJ Jones with a comfortable little gap between himself and Lon Franks. A gap back to Eric Eichstack third down. Jason Salter, he's got clear racetrack up ahead, running in the 4th spot. He's going to look down low here under Eric Racing for the 3rd spot. There was hit turn 3.
Yeah, Jason Salter down to the bottom side there, side-by-side action there for the 3rd spot. These guys just battling it out. Jim Revis now up to 7th as he restarted in that 12th position. The 6th of Ryan Bronson now to the bottom of RJ Klein. RJ Klein starting to fade here. And that number 14 machine, as he was rather quick. He was up there running for that 2nd spot. Now starting to fade through the field here. Right now, currently going to be scored at 6th is Bronson going to take over that 5th spot.
Yeah, Ryan Bronson, he is really on the fly in that Speedway number 6 car to the low side. RJ not giving up yet on the top shelf of the racetrack. He's going to be a fighter. He's going to keep at it, but it may not be too long at all. We saw Ryan Bronson. He's really got it digging in that low side. They say over here at DWR, let her dig. 6 car really getting some here in the late going of this race, but you know, that battle is going on for the 5th spot. That battle for 3rd is starting to heat up. What we don't see quite yet, Todd, is that race for the lead happening. Lon Franks has not let EJ Jones get away. It's about 2 car lengths. Hopefully before too long, we may see Lon make a run at EJ, or we may be in for a whole nother party here down at Victory Lane. We like parties, don't we?
Yeah, definitely like parties as we're watching. We're trying to get through the field here at Full Velocity TV. Just watching some great battles going on throughout the field. Big Monkey back here with Josh Peacock. And then number 91, Tyson Pankow. Those are battling from 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th position back there. So those guys went on the wheel of a show. But yellow flag going to come out here for the 3rd time of the evening. We're going to see who caused this one here. I'm not sure what went on here. We're going to take a look, and maybe we can find somebody. Yep, yeah, we did. We found somebody. Marcus Brown in the 02 machine, handful of steering wheel. This is the guy that brought out the most recent yellow flags. He tagged outside wall. The 01 machine, I believe that was.
Yeah, Daniel Price
got into him. So he was involved in. Oh, tough break for the 02 and the 01 machine. 01 kept going, but the 02 going to be scored dead last here after his involvement. Marcus Brown.
Yeah, it looks like he got a little bit high up near the wall, maybe jumped the wall a little bit, and not really a good idea when you do that. Gets that car all out of shape, and Marcus Brown going around putting something, what is this, yellow flag number 3 of the night. This has been a really, really clean race for these guys, and we're now past lap number 60, so we're going to get set here for a good old-fashioned Wednesday night shootout over here. It's a showdown. It's a dogfight. It's Wednesday night street fights. Can you get better than this? Maybe a 3-2 lap shootout? What do you think? 2 or 3?
Yeah, it's going to be probably, I'm going to say 2 laps when they get the green flag. Lights are still on atop the iRacing.com pace truck as these guys are waiting and they're locked and loaded. But when they go by that start finish line, they're going to have 3 laps remaining. So I'm going to believe it's going to be 2 laps remaining here when they get the initial green flag. So right now your top 5 up there on the board. It's the number 84, the natural one, EJ Jones, Lon Franks, racing Jason Salter back up to 3rd as he wrestled that away from Eric Eichstadt. Number 6, Ryan Bronson running 5th here, so we'll have to see what happens there. RJ Klein, Jim Revis, Rocky Battenfield, Big Monkey, and that number 97 machine, the 61 of Josh Peacock, Tyson Pankow, Casey Bronson, Alex Brewer, Barrett Bishop. They're up to 13th. Michael Whitlock and Head Start Charlie Harold rounds out your top 15.
I'm really glad you could read that because I think from back here I probably need binoculars or something there. So I'm glad you got the view of that standings because I have no idea. I'm looking at the screen here, the live feed. Might as well be back there watching on YouTube like I did that one night. But that's what we're doing here at Knoxville. Green flag going to go back in the air. 2-lap shootout to finish. 3-lap shootout here to settle it this week here at Knoxville. EJ Jones going to lead the field once again at turn 1 and 2. Jason Salter, he's going to shot to the low side. He's going to take a shot at Lon Franks up high. It's a drag race there, door to door to turn number 3.
Yeah, side-by-side battle here is 2 laps to go as they come off of turn number 4. White flag going to be in the air for the natural one, EJ Jones, aboard the number 84 Cedar Cove sponsor machine down into turn number 1 here for the final time. Nice battle going on for that 2nd spot, side-by-side racing Jason Salter down to the inside. Jim Revis rolling on the 14 of RJ Klein there as it's the last lap down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Side-by-side battle for the second spot. Franks gets a tad bit loose. He's leaving the door wide open for the 10 of Salter, but taking down the victory is the natural one. E.J. Jones in the 84 machine taking down second is going to be, I believe, racing Jason Salter at the line, but barely. 0.473482. Lawton Franks. Eric Eichsted's going to be 4th. 5th is going to be Ryan Bronson. Fireworks here in Knoxville.
Yeah, those guys, they were side by side for 2nd. They were side by side for 4th. Terrific job by the guys at DWR here tonight. Another awesome race here. Wednesday night is always a big show for us, and a great job. E.J. Jones once again taking down another big win over here at DWR. Great second spot for Jason Salter. Lon Frank's going to finish up 3rd. Eric Eichstadt for 4th, and really good run for Ryan Bronson. They run at our top 5, so we're going to take a quick minute here, get loaded over to the DWR Discord server as we do all our communication here for the broadcast in TeamSpeak 3, but we're going to take a quick break. We're going to get over to Discord. We'll be back right back here live on Full Velocity TV with the post-race show, talk to all our big winners. All right, we are down here on the post-race show over to the DWR Discord. We have caught up with the driver of car number 23 of Lon Franks. Lon, you had that terrific draw this week, starting up on the pole. Car seemed to fade away a little bit late there as you had the tangle with E.J. Jones. You held up a couple of really good challenges early, but E.J. able to sneak by, and then you and Jason Salter had a really good race in the closing laps for that second spot. Tell us about those closing laps in you and the 10 car.
Yeah, I should have went to the bottom a little earlier, but yeah, it was close. I didn't need that last caution. I was starting to pick on the back of EJ a little bit, and I was setting him up for something, and then the caution came out. So it is what it is.
Yeah, it was a really good run for you guys, but yeah, too soon, for you. But hey, you had that starting spot. You haven't had much luck here these last couple of weeks. You started in the back. You won a race and start in the rear. You get caught up in a couple of wrecks. You're nowhere near the top 10 when the races are over. You must feel a lot better this week getting that pole pill drawn up there racing for the lead once again. It's really been a struggle for you these last couple.
I don't know. I'd rather start mid-pack, I think. I mean, it's nice having clean track ahead of you, but then you got to pick the right line, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. 6 of one, half dozen of the other, I guess.
A race car driver who said, "I'd rather start in the back." I've never heard of such thing, Lon. But hey, you're a colorful dude. You're a weird breed. Sometime you got to be out here to run with these knuckleheads week after week. You guys are the best of the best to do what you do out here in the street stocks, Lon. Great to talk to you once again. You know how this works here on the post race show. Our third place finisher. I'm going to toss you the mic one more time. We got great crowds out there watching tonight here, Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch TV. So anybody to say hello to or thank, friends, family, or sponsors, buddy. You know how this works. The floor is all yours.
I'm a number one fan, Meadow, my daughter, the rest of the family watching, friends, whatever. All the guys DWR putting it on. All the guys that show up, man. It's just it's a good group, you know. It's fun. So appreciate it.
Absolutely, Lon. Congratulations, buddy. This week's third place finisher goes to car number 23, Lon Franks here. He's going to finish up third. We'll let him get back to it. We'll go down here a little further. We will talk to the driver of car number 10 as he jumps out of the race car here. A little bit of a wry grin there as he knows he stole that second spot there in that last restart. Jason Salter, man, you passed a lot of race cars here tonight, finishing up the second spot. But first of all, tell us up coming through that traffic. You had to dive low, make some passes. You went high. You even went through split in the middle. Did you take a page out of Eric Eichstadt 101 there tonight, making that move up to the middle there and making it happen to those late laps?
Yeah, I try to stick the nose about where it'll go and hope for the best whenever we get to the corner. And I know towards lap 52, I kind of started bobbling real bad, and Eric and David got around me, and Eric we kind of Mario tired off each other, and surprisingly both caught it. But I really like the way the track transition tonight compared to where it has been. A lot of racing up top, a lot of racing down low, and it really made it for a really good race.
Yeah, it did get a whole lot more racy there in the second half of the race for sure, but able to pass a lot of cars, get up there racing in the top five, and you get that late race yellow, you get the run down Lon Franks, who Lon led most of this race here tonight. Closing laps, you're going to race side by side with him. Tell us about that last lap pass there coming to the checkered flag. I feel like you may have stolen from him this week.
Yeah, I think it really should have been his, but once I got to the bottom, I didn't really let him have it. I mean, I think we were door to door as it comes to the line. Like, it was just a very small increment of how much I beat him by. I like finishing like that. It's a ton of fun.
Yeah, I think it was 0.008 of a second between you two guys in the line. But you finish up second. He gets third here tonight. One spot short of victory lane, but we know what's coming for you here. So I think another week or so, maybe you get that pill drawn next week for you. You get up there and race for a win. But second place, nothing to hang your hat out here at DWR week after week, Jason. I'm going to toss you the mic one more time. You know how this works for the post-race show. We got a lot of guys out there watching. Facebook Live's been terrific tonight. So give these guys all a shout and let them all feel the love.
I'd like to thank everybody coming out and race with us. Like I said, I don't even mind having a bad pill draw. I just like going out there and racing with these guys. They're a ton of fun to be in a group and race with. A whole lot of respect going on, and man, they're just awesome people to race with. And I thank Trash Panda Graphics for putting on a great wrap on the car, and thank Full Velocity TV for putting on the broadcast.
Well, as we change things rather quickly here, racing Jason Salter taking down second tonight. I'm going to run down and catch up with E.J. Jones here, our winner. E.J. Jones picking up the win here, the natural one. E.J. Jones driving that Cedar Cove sponsored number 84 machine. E.J., another victory here tonight. Another party, maybe?
Party!
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Fantastic here tonight, EJ. What a race for you here. You ran down Lon Franks, had some good battles going on here about halfway through the race. I know you had to hold off to him charging a little bit later in the race, but you were able to be comfortable out there in the lead and just be natural.
Man, I'll tell you what, you get to about lap 30 or 35 at this place on about a 60 or 65 lap race, and it starts to get dry. You can really find out who is really good with their throttle control, because it takes so much finesse, and you have to have so much patience running that bottom with the throttle. It's almost like running a dry, slick track on a dirt track on a Friday or Saturday night.
Yeah, definitely. Lon Franks, it looked like he fell back just a tad bit there earlier on the going, and as the track's starting to slicken off, you've seen Lon start coming alive there. Also, Jason Salter coming up through the field. He had to fend off some of those guys coming at you, especially Lon. Lon was coming on strong there at the end. in that number 23 machine, but you're able to fend him off, EJ. How do you fend him off every weekend? I mean, everybody's asking how you're winning so many races as of late.
Over on the Sunday deal, it's we have just regular qualifying. So I mean, just put some time in on the qualifying setup. Like I said, I would put an hour to 2 hours in just on qualifying setups on Friday nights before those Sunday races last season. The Wednesday stuff, it's setups that my two buddies have helped me with, Charles and Dylan, over at Cedar Cove Speed, and I still feel like there may be a little room for improvement on it, but I mean, this is about the same setup I've used since, I would say, about season 1 of last year. It's just got a few minor tweaks and modifications to it, but it's pretty close to what we were using then.
Yeah, definitely a fantastic setup there for you, EJ, underneath the hood of that machine here tonight. And again, proving that you're able to come through the field, starting 9th here tonight, and able to come through the field. And
I don't think you're on.
I wasn't even on, able to come through the field. Wow, what the heck?
I was just about to start be like, yeah, me and Lon, we had a really good race. It's always fun to race that guy up front. And I mean, we put on a heck of a battle. He was coming there at the end. That caution certainly didn't help him, but it helped me out a lot because it allowed Salter to battle with them to let me get away those last 2 laps. But starting about mid-pack and just driving through the field, being patient with it, just kind of picking my spots. It was definitely a patience deal for me tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely a patience deal, EJ. It was a fantastic race for you in that Cedar Cove number 84 machine. So tell us about the sponsors. Everybody would like to thank out here. You're accustomed to it here on Full Velocity TV, but I know you got to forget somebody every once in a while.
I tried not to forget anybody, and I still haven't put like a notepad or anything in my room here. So first, I got to thank the guys over at Cedar Cove Speed, Charles Cosper and Dylan Smith. Charles has been a ton of help to me since I got on the service October of 2017. And now we're trying to bring along Dylan with us as well. All 3 of us raced against each other on Friday and Saturday nights in Waco, sometimes Cotton Bowl as well. So definitely always fun running with those guys. Also, Eric Eichstead with Eichstead Motorsports for the stripper, Michelob, drunken wrap. The car runs on Michelob and strippers. So, it's a pretty good deal. Say hey to my mom. Also, thank the guys here at DWR, Jim, Jason, and Eric. They put on Wednesdays and Sundays are the 2 best league races that I watch, and it's definitely a blast to be a part of with these guys as well. And you guys here at Full Velocity, thank y'all as well for doing the broadcast every week. Always coming down, partying with us after the race, whether win, lose, wreck, destroy a car, finish last, finish first. It doesn't matter. There's always a party at this pit with Michelob and the grill going, hamburgers, hot dogs, and, whatever else we can fit on that grill, we're going to cook it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, picking up the win here tonight in the Cedar Cove number 84 sponsored machine here. The natural one, EJ Jones, taking down the win here. Congratulations, EJ, and hopefully more wins to come for you.
Natural one.
The natural one. Yes, EJ Jones. We are cornering you that now. So you got to put it on your spoiler, EJ.
I guess I better. Well, I can't put it on the spoiler. I got dang squirrels back there, and that's staying. So we'll have to find somewhere else to put it in.
Wow, you got to put it. You got to put it somewhere where somebody can see it. Maybe if they got the rear mirrors turned on, and you want to put it on your front bumper, they'll know you're coming.
I think they see it just what it is when they look in the rearview mirror and they see the strippers all over the front of the car. They kind of get distracted and they kind of forget where they're going, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I have to echo that. So we're going to give the microphone back over to Phil. I'm going to come party with you like we always do, and then Phil will come back here.
I'm already in the cooler.
I'm
already in the cooler. I got Michelob's down here. I've already grabbed a burger and a dog, and I already see one of these little beer koozies down here. It already says the natural EJ Jones. I think we got merchandise coming out of this.
Oh boy, here we go. We're gonna have to get some T-shirts made and all kinds of other stuff, I guess.
That's coming soon. Maybe we'll put it in a Full Velocity TV shop. All right, EJ. Again, congratulations on the victory here tonight. I'm going to throw it back to Phil.
Thank y'all.
He's already in the cooler taking beer, so we got to give it to him so that way we can go get the beer, and then that way we can just leave him behind. We'll get the beer first.
All right, drag him on there. All right, open me up. All right, we're down. Get there through that victory lane here. I'm already one Michelob in, and I'm not sure how I feel about these things, but hey, a couple more down here. We're partying with EJ Jones all night long here at DWR, like we do just about every week. Good to talk to him once again. Great job by all these guys out here tonight. One of the cleaner races all year, but that's what we expect. Dirt Warrior Racing, the best street stock league out there. If you're not over here racing, guys, you need to come find these guys. Come be a part of Sunday Night Shootout. Come be a part of DWR Wednesday Night Street Fights. By far and away, the best league out here in iRacing. So got to thank all these guys at DWR, Jim Revis, Eric Eichstad, Jason Salter. Got to thank our graphics guy, Mr. Martin Karch. Got to thank Jake Keel over at Full Velocity Radio. Jack Truin, my buddy here alongside Mr. Stanton. All the hospitality this week. This one's been a lot of fun as well. Phil the Cast here, going to sign off live for Full Velocity TV. Be back on the airwaves tomorrow night over at DirtSeries.com. Indoor Nationals, limited late model action will be on the docket. 8 p.m. tomorrow night. So for Todd, I am Phil. We'll see you back there live tomorrow night with more Full Velocity TV.
Good night.